Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome Mystery Woman number 3, aka Mai Kyoto Madokata.
I'ma keep it short with y'all. Short as you stream that big man Doge and that purple demon guy Jokester. Sup? I know y'all have your questions, so let me quickly answer them. Named Maikota Madakata, I am the Immortal Phoenix. Though this place friggin' prohibits powers from shining through. Rena Remy, been seeing her get fucked over time and time again. Same thing for Indel earlier tonight. Whether it's Scarlet, who couldn't be bothered to double check who she was bringing in, or my sister's bastard of a friend. Sakura, listen up! Don't think your luck tonight is gonna last! You screwed Remy, and you screwed Indel, but you won't fuck over me! Try me, cause I'm about to pop out and make you famous.
Wait, please come back. I didn't even get to ask you any questions. I didn't even get to ask you questions. And what do you mean short? Jokester's the short one here, not me. I didn't even get I couldn't ask shit. She just said, hey, hello, bye. Well,
That's the way the news goes.
well, fuck. You know, at this time, now, before I go ahead and talk my shit, please welcome yours truly, Star and Feral. I mean to go ahead and pop down below. Alright, y'all can go ahead and talk about y'all's shortcomings tonight. You know what? I'll be the one that gives y'all the questions. Star and Feral, how's about y'all two tell me what happened tonight? I thought y'all two had this in the bag, but at last, y'all came up short against none other than Mystery Woman's tag team partners, Jonathan Hardcastle and Randy Johnson, the Pretty
You
Boy
want to
Club.
know what happened? You want to know what happened? We got screwed. There's no other explanation for that. You saw it, the audience saw it, we saw it. We got screwed.
Feral.
I, we had it in the bag, and then she just came out of nowhere, and I don't know.
Hard day.
I don't even know what to say. That's all.
Hard day. Quite frankly. Feral, you keep getting assaulted backstage, and it seems like you don't even know who are the individuals assaulting you. There was some people questioning whether it was the Pretty Boys Club, but it seems like they are not responsible, as they were outside the arena by the time of your assault, and on top of that, we saw the other men out and about in a whole different section of the arena. Not enough time to go ahead and take you out. What do you have to say for not only the Pretty Boys Clubs, but also the mystery attackers you've been dealing with? I think this man is dead. Up.
No questions. No questions. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I didn't sign up for this. I'm done. I can't. I can't. I was supposed to be invincible. What is happening to me? I can't do this.
And reporters and everyone, I speak for everyone. We are not in the mood for any more questions. What happened tonight shouldn't have happened.
Well, very well then. I'd say congratulations, but unfortunately that house has nothing.
Fail. I wasn't built to fail. I wasn't trained to fail. I've never seen failure before. What is happening to me? What is wrong with me?
The house seemingly burning down, but ladies and gentlemen, you know who isn't burning down? Still, your reigning, your defeated defending your undisputed WKW and VTuber, your undisputed champion of the world, John Von and Jokester and Noah were planning to hash in on me. Y'all thought I don't plan 2 steps ahead? Y'all can go ahead and tell me to get all y'all want. Y'all can tell me as much as you wish, because I can tell you, I don't intend to drop this title anytime soon. You know what? Hey, big homie dude, I will be more than willing to defend the World Championship against you. And you know what? I still have not gotten that Casino Universal title off of Noel. But you know what? Maybe I'll save that for the near future. Not to mention there is going to be a Battle Royale sometime this week to determine, well, I say determining the number 1 contender, but I'll let whomever wins that said Battle Royale determine which championship they want a opportunity for. And you know what? I'm disappointed in my boy Broly. And y'all could say that I screwed him over, but truth be told, I helped that motherfucker. He hit Noel with 1 Broly bomb. And yes, I did attack the referee, but let me tell you something. I came in there to wear out Noel, because this is big money Noel. Say what you want about him, but he is the only other individual to hold this VTuber World Championship. He is the only other individual that can call himself a VTuber Wrestling Champion and have it be valid. Let me tell you something. 1 Broly Bomb is not taking the Red Panda out. But you know who is? Your VTuber Champion, the Master Killer. You can...
I have a question.
What? Yes.
Champion. So, you're victorious, buddy. What comes next?
What comes
left to defeat? Who's left for you to defeat? What comes next for the world champion?
I've heard people talk about Star. I've heard people talking about Do. I will be seeing you sometime in the future, whether it be for this VTuber title, maybe for the world title. But there's also TV7 Star, and I've been hearing that Noel wants to have you be the next up. If he can't get the job done, then he will see you be put in a box 600, because anybody that wants to be taking on the Dragon Emperor will be eaten alive. Doesn't matter how high into the sky you go, you can shoot past the stars. You can get as feral as you want, and you can even be impractical like a jokester. But let me tell you something. I'll leave y'all better than the Red Panda. I am the champion for a reason. I am one of the few individuals that have been able to defeat your new MCW World Champion, Jackson Ryu. I am one of the few. I did it twice. And I'll do it again if he ever stops hanging out in the MCW division. But you know what? He can stay there. I will stay here on top. On top of the world, baby, because I am still your VTuber World Champion. Any other questions?
Yes, Dojon. I wanted to ask, when are we ever going to see you defend the title by yourself without any outside interference? Because it seems like a common occurrence that you need the help of outside interference in order to even keep the title on you.
So y'all want to talk this type of shit to me, but y'all ain't saying nothing to Sakura. Y'all want to talk this type of shit to me, but y'all don't want to say nothing to Broly, whom which his bitch ass self can't win with or without help. Y'all want to talk to me about winning without aid. What happened at the main event of SummerSlam when I cashed in and I walked out with the world title? Y'all don't want to talk about that. No, y'all want to talk about, oh, Broly this, Broly that. What happened last time I had Broly help me? He fucked me over and he cost me my VTuber World title and he gave Noel that championship. But guess what? I managed to get that title back for myself without the need of Broly. And you know what, Broly? He will be participating in that Battle Royale. Best of luck to you, my boy. Hey, maybe you can go ahead and get that title off of Noel next time if you can get your shit together, my boy. You want to talk about needing help for my matches. You want to talk about all kinds of bullshit. What happened in the main event tonight? I managed to pin Sephiroth, the one-winged angel, the man that has caused absolute madness. Ask Cloud, ask Sora, ask so many people. Hell, ask Super fucking Mario. Ask anybody. Hell, Jackson, your MCW World Champion, he needed help to take care of Sephiroth earlier this year at WrestleMania. You want to talk about needing somebody's aid? Hell, Randy Orton couldn't go and take care of the one-wing angel, but I did. Meanwhile, Noel tried to pin Roman Reigns, but he was one step too late. He was too focused, too worried about Star and Pharaoh and Jokester, all three of his own boys getting their asses kicked because they weren't prepared, they weren't ready to take care of business. Any questions left? Or are we finished here?
One more question. This comes from Starling Bugle.
What is that again, Mr. Demon from Hell?
Starling Bugle. Kind of a question, kind of a statement. Star is angry. Like,
Star
I
can.
see here that he called you a bitch and that he wants to use with a smoke and he wants you anytime you're available. What do you have to say to that?
He can be as angry as he wants. Who's the double champion now? It ain't Star! It's me! That man got pinned. No, he didn't get pinned. Actually, you know, he did get pinned in our pre-show by me. And you know what also happened? He was unable to save Pharaoh. Both backstage a few weeks ago, both backstage tonight, and in the semi-main event, there's why the real pretty boys. I know Pharaoh called you pretty. You know what? He might have been onto something, but you know what? You aren't looking so pretty now that you have been taken out, ripped apart, chewed, eaten alive. Not even by the Dragon Emperor, by the Pretty Boys Club. And Helga, Jonathan, Randy, they were able to run a train and eliminate the threat that is Star. But you can't eliminate the dragon. And that is the fate that our boy Do over here, making his debut soon, will have to suffer. We'll have to learn. You know what? The other half of me, Vaughn, he does have some more announcements. But I'll let things carry on. No more questions. And all y'all need to know is that I am still your world champion, your VTuber champion, your forever champion, the goat of goats, the king of kings, the champion of all VTubers, Joe Sean Vaughn. And I'm technically the person that's supposed to interview her. Do I have to interview this woman? She's kind of, I don't know about this lady. You know what?
You gotta do it, boss man.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome our final guest. Technically our second to last guest, excuse me. Still your MCW Women's Champion, Scarlett Nakamura. And please, actually, let me go ahead and ask you some questions. Welcome in, Miss Scarlett. I've been told that you were outside the arena, unaware as to what transpired. So, quite frankly, before we get to anything else, I would like to congratulate you on your victory. But at the same time, how many mystery women do you need? How many? They're seemingly popping up out of left and right and center. What is going on? Also, congratulations on your victory, by the way.
I'll bring in as many people as I feel are necessary.
That being said, I have to question your methods of bringing them in. Look at what happened here when, well, Mystery Woman got betrayed.
What?
Yes, it was Mystery Woman number 3, the woman that would be soon revealed as Mai Kyoto Madakata, that betrayed your girl, Mystery Woman number 2. However, Mystery Woman number 2 is not innocent. She would go ahead and betray the 2 men, Farrell and Star, in the main event. So, are you aware of anything that happened here? Tell me, what's going on? What's going on? Helga betrayed y'all, and Mai Kyoto betrayed y'all, but yet you see...
No! Mine, you bastard! I'll shred you apart! And Helga, what are you doing?
That she stormed off, didn't she? She left as well, didn't she? She left. She left. Well, lovely. I guess I was Scarlet Nakamura. Nevertheless, back over to here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, your final guest is me, Vaughn. You don't have to play my music. Y'all don't have to play my music. Y'all can cut it off. I would like to thank all of y'all for coming here and allow me to go ahead and give some more updates and stuff. And this is semi in and out of kayfabe. So y'all can go ahead. Chat, y'all can ask me questions. Y'all can also ask me questions. But before we get to any of that, y'all can get themselves ready. I will be announcing this now. We will be having a pay-per-view before the next WWE one. Due to WWE's next pay-per-view and our shows kind of intertwining whenever they happen, we won't have another pay-per-view until Bad Blood, which is all the way in October. However, for WKW, we will be having another pay-per-view, which will be announced in the Discord sometime soon as to the name of it, which will be happening around 2 weeks from now. And I believe around the 14th or the 21st. I believe the 21st is when our next show shall be. The main event will be either for the world title Dojon versus an unknown competitor, or for the VTuber title. Also, Dojon versus a yet to be determined competitor. I'm not quite sure we can spitball ideas as for what the titles of the pay-per-view shall be, but we'll have to figure that out in Discord. So feel free to go ahead and join up. Should be in the chat. You can get yourselves ready ahead of time. That being said, I also would like to go ahead and thank the voice actors that have been able to help voice that of Endo Raimi, Scarlet, and Mai Kyoto. I will be working with y'all a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and commission them for some more stuff. That being said, y'all can also go ahead and hit up the Discord, because you know what? At the moment, I'm going to go ahead and make a new... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to make a new room. I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all up. Y'all can go on and ask some questions that y'all would like to be answered by the individuals come the next press conference we have here. I've been told that Scarlett may go ahead... Actually, I don't know what she's going to be doing. We'll have to wait and see. That woman kind of stormed off before I can ask anything else. So, yeah, I have no idea. That being said, she will be also featured in our next pay-per-view. I've been also asked whether or not we may potentially have some MCW exclusive pay-per-views. Not 100% sure. We'll have to wait and see. Depends on if we can have some of y'all, a number of y'all pop up over in the YouTube streams. Then I could very well be like, you know what? I'll have some MCW exclusive shows. But for the meantime, in the between time, WKW and MCW will be sharing. That being said, today has been a record-setting number of people joining us in stream today. Number of 8 of y'all, nearly 9 of y'all. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm not even saying this as Dojon. I'm saying this as the man behind it, Vaughn. I really greatly appreciate every single last one of y'all. I appreciate Noel, Jokester, Farrell, Django, Star. I appreciate Do. I appreciate every single one of you that popped up, whether it be for a second, whether it be for the entirety of it. I love every single one of y'all, and I hope you can get to go ahead and do this for years potentially to come. Maybe even make this something big, bold, and grand one day in the future. Do I have anything else to say? Congratulations to all of our new champions. This is also probably the most heavily I have worked behind the scenes for that of a WKW pay-per-view, more so than SummerSlam, more so actually, okay, WKW pay-per-views more so. No, I don't know whether I want to say more so than SummerSlam. On par, because I did also go ahead and make a number of videos for y'all to peep when I was asleep, but also in terms of the actual show itself, y'all saw there's a number of matches that I ended up going ahead having a couple of special things added into them, some cutscenes and whatnot. I do intend to have that sort of stuff in the future going forward, and I'm also willing to take any feedback y'all have on any matches, on stuff y'all would like to see more often, and especially if it involves stuff that is not y'all yourself. Because I will say some of the most kindest things that I've made me really, really happy to hear, whether it be Noel talking about the madness that I can go ahead and have happen on these shows with the stories and whatnot. Something that I've seen but so much from other eFeds. I do try and go ahead and innovate. I do try and also add new stuff from anything I can think of in general. But I also would like to thank any... crap, good lord, my brain cells are starting to fry. Would also love to go ahead and thank Farrell for some of the shit you've also said. The fact that I've been able to captivate you with the story of the Nakamuras and the Mystery Woman, same for Noah, same for Star, really means a lot to me. One of the things I would love to do in the future, because a lot of stuff I want to do in life does revolve around wrestling, whether it be ranking wrestling titles, maybe popping off as Dojon, as well as our own wrestling series getting big. Maybe one day, if I could stand across the ring from, say, maybe a Kid Bandit, maybe one day I can stand across the ring from, who knows, maybe even some of our own here. I would love to be able to do that one day. So who knows, maybe one day I can actually become a professional wrestler in the ring. Maybe, maybe not. Another major thing I would love to do one day is to go ahead, and this is also one thing also why I'm trying to do more story-based stuff here in WKW, is I want to go ahead and intertwine more stories and stuff, more characters from not just my world, but from my and Eco's characters' worlds. That's why you're seeing a lot of stuff with the Nakamuras, a lot of stuff with the Pretty Boys Club. You will potentially see some more stuff with the Sons of Ryu, and on top of that, I have some more characters on the way that I intend to debut. And also, I will say this as well, I do have story stuff intended for each of the Mystery Women, and who's to say that it will be all against Scarlet? Maybe it will be some against Scarlet, maybe some will be a lot ride or dies. Maybe at this point forward, she's weaved out, what is the word? Maybe not weaved out, but she has managed to purge or have their own Mystery Women self-purge themselves, the ones that could prove treacherous to her. And at this point, she might have her real true crew here. Who knows? I will say this. Not sure whether I will have many more Mystery Women debut. If so, maybe one more. But at the time, I'm holding off on that idea. Might have a few more Mystery Men on the other way, though. But yeah, that is kind of the current plan. And some of the things I just want to go ahead and say off the top of my head. I do also want to go ahead and look for some more voice actors. I might even try, if I can't find any, hit up some of y'all. I've been debating back and forth on hitting up some of y'all to voice some of our characters. I've mentioned this a couple of times to some of the homies. I have not been able to find a voice actor for Randy Johnson, in which I would like a black voice, a blackish voice with that effeminate flair, you know. And it's kind of hard for me to try and find any black femboys, especially for voice acting. So if any of y'all have any people that hit me up, well, I have Star, but at the same time, I can't really have Star voice acting against himself now, can I? But quite frankly, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that end. I might have a person in mind for Jonathan Hardcastle. Some of the other women, I'm still in talks with Iko, so we can find a voice potentially for Jackson and Sakura, as those are her characters. Shout outs to Iko. One of the people that, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be making stories, and I wouldn't have had the motivation to go ahead and toss some stuff out here to y'all. A long time I've been kind of very protective over my characters, and only recently have I started going, you know what? Have them be characters in this series. Technically speaking, with the exception of one, there's one of the characters that have debuted that is going to be the exact same individual that will pop up in the distant future for the story stuff I want to do, because I also want to make my own superhero meets Def Jam type wrestling-esque game that involves a lot of these characters you see here in WKW, although it would be kind of saga-based, kind of like how, or part-based I should say, kind of like how JoJo's Bizarre Adventure does. One character holds a lot more importance, and while she may be relatively new in terms of when I've made her, she does hold a lot more importance. And y'all, I'm not going to say exactly who. That being said, I will go ahead and include her into the Dojon 3.0 lore stuff. Whenever we do hit it, we are currently at, I believe, let me pop over here real quick. 273 out of 300. Whenever we do, hold up, ignore that. No, Scarlet's not popping back up. You want me for my press? Sure. I'm almost finished. That being said, I do want to go ahead and see if y'all have any questions for me, and afterwards we can go ahead and have a word from our boy Lucky Noel. But whenever we do hit 300, it might be a decent bit of time before I go ahead and have 3.0 debut. I still need to finish some stuff I need after stream. And tomorrow I'm going to be working on Sanity 2.0, which, yes, that is the next hidden goal we have. And I might have a bit of a plan for October. Before we even hit our pay-per-view following our next pay-per-view, Bad Blood, I'm going to be bringing back the Fall-a-thon. Now, the last time I did the Fall-a-thon was in January, where I would stream every single day of the month. I will be doing that again in October, from October the 1st to Halloween. Also, it is your boy's birthday month and anniversary month, so I figured why not see if we can go ahead and maybe potentially even hit 300 then, maybe before. I still need to think up some goals we can go ahead and hit. I might also have a few returning goals, such as the spicy gumball, which I don't know if that many of y'all have been around for the last time I had that. So yeah, a couple of things I have in store. But for now, before I go ahead and pass the ball off to Noel, would any of y'all have any questions? If so, let me know. If not, I can go ahead and pass it over to Noel.
Okay, so this is me, non-kayfabe. Hey, I am once again. I'm very, very, very intrigued about the stories of the story of the Nakamura's and all the mystery women popping up and all this stuff. Like everything tying together. I'm slightly wondering. I'm not asking for like any spoilers because I don't want to be spoiled on it.
All right.
But with all this going down, shit. What really was my question? I started gushing and I fucking stopped. I fucking forgot about my question. I think a tidbit. I was gonna ask for like maybe a hint of what's next to come.
So, I do intend on, which y'all probably could tell from her promo, to have Mike Yoda take on that of Sakura Ryu. But at the same time, Scarlet has her sights set a bit heavily on that of Mike Yoda, but she also has a bit of an eye set on Helga for betraying that of the house. So, hey, there's that. And I will say this is and isn't a spoiler, but not related to that of the Nakamura's and the Mystery Woman. But I will be debuting 2 new individuals over to that of MCW. Although, while I might wait for a bit before I toss them into the tag team title division, since we still have to deal with that of the potential rematch between the Weapon X team against Gogeta, considering how street of a finish that was, ending with that of Deadpool and Wolverine beating Goku and Vegeta. But as y'all saw, Goku had his hands on the ropes. That actually genuinely caught me by surprise because there was 2 matches I didn't have any hand in and touching at all whatsoever. And it was the world title match for the MCW championship and the tag team title match for the MCW tag titles. So I do have intentions on having them pop up, and I've also mentioned a couple of times, hey, the Rose Gallery is a large faction, and there's a section of them I have not explored at all, with one individual that's kind of floating there all by himself. So that's all I'm gonna say. Don't really have full-blown plans for that of Jackson at the moment. I need to go ahead and work on that, so we'll have to wait and see. But outside of that, hey, we'll have to wait and see. Any other questions, whether it be from chat or from any of y'all, let me know. Alright, if that's it, then I'm gonna go ahead and pop off. I'll let Noel go ahead and have his...
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I forgot I was muted. I'm so sorry.
You good. Alright, hit me up. Any questions you might have, my boy?
It's not a question. It's just, I kind of want to say, like, I'm really glad to be a part of this with you. And, like, I'm super glad that you're able to do the stuff that you do with WKW. And I'm just, like, really grateful that that we're about to get more content.
Big
like,
second.
Hey, I greatly
and
appreciate
like,
it.
I don't know if this sounds weird. I hope it doesn't, but and we only met for a few months, but I'm proud of you, and I know you're gonna. It starts from here, and you're gonna be big and better than ever before. So I just want to say that.
Thank you, man. You know what? As they say, if one of us is eating good, all of us is eating good. And if I ever do pop off, I'm taking y'all with me. That I do full-heartedly intend. Like, that is one thing. One of the many things as a VTuber I have as a goal. Outside just getting big, I also would love to get big so I can help people out. Whether it be friends, whether it be just random people, whether it be making this a larger community, even bigger outside of us as my own section of this community, or Noel's or Stars or Pharaoh's section of the community. I would love one day to make wrestling VTubers a proper thing, and y'all can even go back to some of the oldest stuff I have, oldest content I have. I think we did like a TikTok reacts, and I popped up over to my TikTok, which, by the way, I might go ahead and do one more of those before TikTok dies, because just like how Brazil and Twitter and Paris, it seems like I don't know how long TikTok has, but I would want to do one more of those streams, maybe 2. We'll have to wait and see. But I really greatly appreciate y'all. Really am glad to have met y'all guys. I'm so lucky because it did start with me peeping Noel. I legitimately was streaming. I might have been streaming WKW, went on 2K24 since the game just came out, looked up and said, you know what, I want to find a VTuber that's playing it. Found Noel, found Jokester, and I ended up vibing with y'all. Quickly wound up growing warm with y'all, especially considering we had a lot of talk about, whether it be with Omni, whether it be with Edeka, and which is another, don't often mention him, but he is another big inspiration, because Edeka, when he used to stream, he'd be the guy that I would fuck with to the point where, hey, it didn't matter what time he was on, what he was doing, I wanted to be a part of it. And on top of that, dude would be such a warm spot, and not just his community, but in general, to the point when he unfortunately had his untimely passing. It did affect a lot of people, because dude genuinely meant so much to a lot of individuals, even to a lot of people that I still look up to today, still mention him, reference him, because of the warmth he was able to show, the joy he was able to bring, the just general positivity, and I would want to be able to replicate that. I want to be able to do something like that myself. But yeah, I could go on and on and on, but we've been here long enough, and on top of that, my voice has a finite amount of it left. Y'all got any other questions? Also, before I move on, Awesome. Really glad to have met y'all both as well. I mentioned how I'm really glad to met Noel and Jokester. I'm also really glad to have caught one of y'all as well. Star, I started talking to you around WrestleMania time, right as I was leaving the arena. That was when we were first starting to hit up each other, and Farrell as well. You are one of the first people that have consistently genuinely popped in my streams as often as you have, and actually stayed up for quite a while as well, and I really, really greatly appreciate that. So let it be known, if I do ever pop off one day, it would be because of y'all guys. It'll be because of also, and I know they aren't here, but Eco, Veen, as well as Goshi, Daisy, Coco. A lot of y'all have been able to help your boy. Coffee, my dear sister. Y'all are the ones that help your boy, and if I do ever go to the moon, I want to be able to go ahead, not only make it shine on a lot of other people out there, but also help y'all go to the moon with me. But any more questions? Alright. Also, thank you for the Substar. Really appreciate it. Wait, let me get this water. Let me get my water. I have to do one more thing to say before I let Noel go ahead and take it. You can be kayfabe and out of kayfabe if you want, but hold on, give me a second. I will say, ever since I debuted as Dojon back in 2021, last year was arguably one of the worst years of my life. I had somebody that was really close to me, and I kind of vaguely talked about it. I don't feel comfortable of talking about it, but so much. Had someone close to me not only stabbed me, but some of my other friends in the back, and it led to a previous friend group I was a part of kind of getting fucked up. Genuinely, even to this day, it still kind of haunts me in a way. It still kind of bothers me. At points, I question whether or not I'd be able to find myself back in another circle of people, but I do, and each and every single time, there's at the very least one person that makes it feel worth it. I'm glad to say that it's more than one person. It is all of y'all that made it worth it, and I really love every single one of y'all. Really greatly appreciate every single y'all, because this year it's been the opposite from last. This year has been, it feels like, to put it simply, it feels like a year of evolution and of healing. I've been better mentally this year than I was last year. I've been, okay, maybe not better well, better financially, I suppose, this year instead of last year, because last year I was broke as all hell, and at the very least I have some money in my wallet. But I really appreciate every single one of y'all. Don't want to keep y'all for too long without Noel getting his chance to say something. So I'm going to go ahead and pop off the stage, and I'll let Noel pop on. And we will be popping on Thursday. No, I'm not in Machine. Hold on. Let Noel pop up. So we will be having MCW this... When did I say? This Thursday. If we ever do have a number of y'all pop up over there, like today, I've seen the number of y'all reach up to 10. And whenever we pop over 3, that makes me really, really happy. So to see 10, man, that means the world to me. If we do ever have a number of people pop up over on the MCW side of things, maybe we will have ourselves a potential pay-per-view over there. Who knows? Right. I'm gonna pop off the stage, and at this time, please welcome our last guest, the Red Panda, Lucky Noel. Take it away, my boy, if you're still here. You can go ahead and swap back to kayfabe if you want. All right, back to kayfabe, unless you want to keep it.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeet.
Is it working?
Yeet.
All right. Where do we start? Before even going on this, round of applause to the man who made all this come true, Shout out to Doge, we really love what you're doing here. And there's gonna be more from what's happening here, more to happen in the future. And honestly, you just, no matter how bad shit goes or looks,
just remember you will always succeed. You'll have somebody in your corner
I really
to
appreciate
be
that,
there,
man.
you know. So
Yeah.
let's get some clapping. Yeah, yeah. Also shout out to, Pharaoh, because not gonna lie, the artwork, all that good stuff, artwork, logos, all that stuff, we I don't think we show enough,
We need to go ahead and have
yeah,
a applause for this man, the art god.
yeah,
This
shout out
man
to Pharaoh.
showing the love.
And shout out to the young Prince Star also. We love the Star commentary. We love the Star personality, everything like that. Star, wonderful person.
I appreciate
Um,
that. Thank you.
of course, of course. Uh, that being said, we're gonna go back into
All right,
kayfabe and shit like that.
back to kayfabe. All right, I like
I
that.
I don't know how this keeps happening. I don't know how I put in all the work in my match just for the snake he is to just slither in and still all the work. And I get it. I looked at the camera. I get it. I was locked on. Had my eyes on the prize. I was too locked in. That's the thing. I was too locked in. And I lost. I lost sight of what I was really fighting for. That was for my WKW VTube championship belt, my VTube championship belt, and for the big one, the WKW championship belt. And it won't happen again. It won't happen again. I retained both my belts. I became the inaugural US champ. And I defended the Casino Universal title. A little bit of hiccups in the team, a little bit of hiccups in the squad. I didn't expect what happened in that tag match to happen. It wasn't something you could really calculate for, but I now know that I gotta keep my circle a little bit more closed in and not just let anybody in. That's on me. That's my fault. I saw what happened backstage. My guys fought hard. I don't blame them. I'll never blame them for anything like that. They fought. And we were just outsmarted. As simple as that, we're just outsmarted. I hate to admit it. We're just outsmarted. But I won't let that happen again. I learned a little something. My old lady, Lady Luck, my grandmother, she used to tell me whenever she used to go out late at night to go to the casinos and shit like that, she'd always tell me, you need to know when to hold them or know when to fold them. Clearly, I haven't learned that lesson. So I've always want it all. I see something shiny, I'll go for it. I see something gold, I go for it. And that's the issue I have. And I feel like that's the issue my team members have too. My group has too. We see something shiny, we want it. We want the gold, we want the money, we want the glory, we want the war, we want the battle. Because we're a bunch of, what's the word I'm looking for? Guns for hire in a way. But we hire ourselves. I guess in a way, that's what I'm trying to say here is we won it. And we lost it. Dobby, we lost some of it. But it comes with the job. It comes with the territory. What matters, though, is that we held on to this and this. These two belts. I added that to the collection. My boys are going to get their belts back. Don't worry about that. They might be down in the dumps. We gotta check on Pharaoh. That man. Last time I saw him was like KO'd a little bit. We're gonna check on him. Star, I know Star's all beaten up. We're gonna check on him. Lord knows where Joke is at. He's probably upset. Don't worry, we're gonna get you that. Don't worry. The plan is gonna be in effect. It's just phase 1. And that being said, is there any questions? Anybody has anything they want to say?
How are you feeling about Madam Scarlet Nakamura and the fact that she seemingly is upset? And in fact, despite allowing Mystery Woman number 2 to join your side, one realizing the error of her ways, and on top of that, when a bunch of people came out to assault that of Star and Jokester, she was one of the individuals alongside Kendrick Lamar and Damian Priest to try and give aid to the house. What are your thoughts on her so far?
I'm gonna go behind closed doors and talk to her about that, actually, because I need to know where her loyalty lies, per se. I need to know if she's with us or against us, because, like I said, that was on me. Letting Mystery Woman do that to my boys, that was on me. As a, I don't want to say leader, but as somebody who put this together, I got to take some of that responsibility onto myself. And to you two, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to do a better job at looking who I allow in. But I want answers just like they want answers, just like the fans want answers. And I'm going to get those answers. Now, when it comes to the whole backstage brawl, I'm on a warpath. I got friends too. A lot more friends. This is all a part of Plan A. Because Plan B, there is no Plan B. Plan B only exists if I didn't have these friends with me. And trust me, I got a lot more of those. Probably more than the little snake has himself. Now, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Any other questions? Any other questions?
One last question. So now US champion, the has have done open challenge. Are you willing to be one of those people?
Can you repeat that one more time, please? I can't really hear you. You sound like a bit muffled up a little bit. Like
Yeah, I'll admit that's also why I started popping off or started laughing. I couldn't tell what you're saying.
catering got to be good back there.
Alright,
Thank you.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, catering. I heard catering's fire back there. You know, we got Gordon Ramsay is in town. You know, so I thought you were eating something. So I just.
He's letting demons in the.
Okay, so what I was asking is that, you know, since you're the champion, the US champion and all that, many people before you who became United States champion have always made a habit out of doing open challenges. Are you willing to be one of those people
Open
that, you
challenge.
know,
Open
give
challenge.
people opportunities and face anyone at any time?
Honestly, I'm open to the open challenge. I am open to the open challenge idea. I like that. I've seen some legends make names off of that, and honestly, it'd be a good way to get me in shape. More shape than I am. There's a lot of downsides to it, but honestly, I'm not afraid of the downsides to that because I'm a double champ. I have one of the big three, and I also have this newly established belt, and I think it would be fun. Not to mention, I think it would be a nice test for me. Like, I guess, you know what? This upcoming episode, we're gonna see. I'm gonna come out, we're gonna see. How about that? WKW. We're gonna see. I'm gonna bring that challenge out. Anybody can come see me. Anybody can come try to take it from me. Hell, you never know. One of you guys next to me can try to get it. Doge can come and get it. Doge's pet dog can come and get it. Goku, fuck, Chi-Chi can come and get it. Like anybody, you know. I hold this belt not because it's belt, you know. I hold this belt because the lineage that this belt creates, the stories that this belt can tell, and I want to be the first person to write the story in this book, the chapter of Lucky, the chapter of L. And yeah. I'm just having fun with it, man.
Fair enough. That being said, I've been told that with that mention, 2 people have already set their sights on you, although one individual says that he does not wish to make his identity known, but he does want to take you on, not at WKW this week, but he says he would like to see you try and defeat him at MCW. What do you have to say to that?
That's where the up and starts come, right? These new bloods. I've been watching. I like what I see with MCW. They have a lot of promising people. Reminds me of me. Reminds me of a lot of us actually back in the Indies. So I'm actually really interested to see how they develop into WKW superstars. Can I curse on there? Is it safe to curse on there?
Sure. I'm probably the only other place it will be uploaded to is probably to the wrestling channel. And even
I say fuck it. Yeah, I say fuck it. Bring on all in MCW. Hell, bring on fucking what's the other ECW? I don't care, bro. Bring them all out. Like, I want to be your champion, not to step on another guy's foot, but like I want to be the people's champion. And you know I'm looking at when I said that one, a true people's champion. And in order for me to do that, I gotta start doing what the people want and what they need, and they need me, and they want me, because everybody loves Lucky. And I'd be good to teach these new guys a little something, you know. Give them something I never had, which was an ass whooping. I've never had that, so hey, maybe, you know, learn through example. But yeah. Any more questions? Any? No. Okay.
That might be it.
Well, I gotta go check on Farrell. I think he's still knocked out. That being said, you have a wonderful night, and those will be seeing each other real soon, real soon. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Thank you, Noel, for joining us here tonight, as well as every single one of y'all. Quite frankly, we will be back. I might stream tomorrow. You know, let me get this up. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. I'll say I will. Let me cut this recording off. If you're watching this, just a good chance you're probably already a part of the community. If not, how did you get here? I don't know. This is probably gonna go up on the YouTube. Wrestling channel. Are y'all following the wrestling channel?
wrestling.
You're off. Alright.
I love it.
Alright. Now I'll
Also,
probably.
if you're streaming tomorrow, I'll be there.
Alright, that.
Same.
Go start watching this on the wrestling channel, man. So yeah.